I've been lucky enough to travel overseas a bit, and when you go overseas, you suddenly realise what a false view of Australia the rest of the world has. Yeah, they've got this sort of a cloud's daughters idea of rugged farmers and a great deal of the country being centred on its countryside. In actual fact, when you think about it, Australia is probably one of the most highly urbanised countries on the planet, with the vast majority of its population centred on the 5 coastal cities, and you could even argue on 3 of those. And so we have a situation where there's, if you like, there's an urban gerrymander in this country. Most of the major parties' policies are largely affected and directed by what the urban majority thinks. Unfortunately for Australia, people of my generation, the early baby boomers, many of us would have had a direct link to the land. In my case, grandfathers and uncles who were involved either in the timber industry in Queensland or in the cattle industry. But my children and their friends, all too often 3 to 4 generations removed, they have no practical interface with the country. Sure, they get out there of a weekend, some ride a trail bike, some just go out and admire the view. But there's no real connection with rural families anymore or the struggle that they have. Fortunately for many people, they don't have to use or access the available healthcare in regional Australia. They don't have to use or access the education facilities. If they did, I think they'd find in the great part that there is a considerable disparity between the availability of key facilities and key infrastructure to regional Australia and that which is available in urban Australia. I don't know how we get around it, because we continue to see policies that are driven largely by well-intentioned ignorance